What's going on, everybody? Coming at you with a quick deck today. It's about 90 something degrees today here in Chicago, and I decided not to go outside today. It is too hot. I worked too many days in a row, and I felt like being a slob lazy ass today. So here we are. I made a deck. We're going to go Ravos, Soultender, and Reyhan, Last of the Abzan. You look at these two, and I call this deck Dharma and Greg, because these two guys have no business being together. You look at Ravos, he's looking all beautiful, shirt off, linens flowing in the wind. He looks like he should be with some like 95-pound model. And then you look at Reyhan, Last of the Abzan, she's looking buff, she's looking swole, she looks like she puts in leg day, chest day, quads day every single day of the week. She looks like she should be messing around with some cholo or something out there on the block, cracking heads. But here they are. They have something in common. They probably like The Cure together. They probably like, some kind of rockabilly music together, and they met off chance at like some gas station. They're listening to the same song in the cars, some happenstance, some like Hugh Grant movie type stuff. But here they are. They're in love with each other, and hopefully they'll make a fun and exciting deck. So we got Ravos here. He's 3 and a white and a black. He's a legendary creature, human cleric. He has flying, and all the creatures you control get 1/1. And at the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And then we have Reyhan, who is going to be a 1 white. I'm sorry, not 1 white, 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. She's going to be a legendary creature, human warrior. And she's going to read Reyhan, lastly, Abzan enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it. Whenever a creature you control dies or is put into the command zone, if it had 1 or more 1/1 counters on it, you may put that many 1/1 counters on target creature. So the idea is going to be sack Reyhan, put the counter somewhere, bring it back with Ravos, repeat. This is a very, very primitive version of the deck. I took apart my stupid Rolex deck. That deck did absolutely nothing in the 7 games I played with this. So I angrily took it apart, and made this deck today. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. So the commanders, we got 9 beautiful forests, 8 creepy swamps, 8 tranquil plains, myriad landscape, evolving wild, paramorphic expanse, sand step citadel, command tower, Llanowar reborn, Orn Reef the Vastwood, Xanafer void, Grim backwoods, Sunstep grove or Sunpetal grove, Bajuka bug, and Opal palace. Very minimal land package. We're going to have some of our cards that return Reyhan to our hand if Ravos, aka Ravioli, is not in play. We got Haunted Crossroads, one of my favorite cards. Palace Siege, Reclaim, and Regrowth. We got 2 board wipes, Kitkar's Wrath, and Dune Blast. Dune Blast is a fun card because you can sack everything except for the creature you're making big, and then you're going to have all those 1/1 counters, hopefully all those 1/1 counters float around to make that creature swole as ever, and then just swing in for face. Why don't I put the cards where you can see them? Fantastic. I'm a real professional. We got some ramps, some little dorks. We got Gyre Sage. Again, throwing those 1/1 counters around like nobody's business. Rishkar. Same thing. 1/1 counters, tapping for mayonnaise. Birds, and Llanowar Elf. Now here's some sacrifice cards that are going to help us utilize Reyhan's ability. Morbid Curiosity, drawing some cards. Mind Slash, a little hand disruption for our opponents. Monumentous Fall, card draw. Life's Legacy, card draw. And Altar's Reap, card draw. Now we got some Rampage, Grow from the Ashes, Farseek, Harrow, Cultivate, Map the Waste, also getting a 1/1 counter. Fantastic. Got a little removal, return to nature. I like it. It's a very versatile card. Other end, mortify, and Sylvan Reclamation. Now we got some rocks coming in. Ubiquitous Soul Ring, Abzan Banner, Selesnya, Golgari, and Orzhov Signets to round out the rock package. We got Solidarity of Heroes, doubling the 1/1 counters. Corpse Jack Menace, more 1/1 counter shenanigans. And same thing with Winding Constrictor and Hardened Scales. Since stuff's going to be dying, we'll be sacrificing stuff. We're going to put a little black market, make it easier to cast our things. Cathar's Crusade, 1/1 counters, getting people big. Retreat to Khazad-dûm, 1/1 counters. Abzan Ascendancy, 1/1 counters, and since we're going to be sacrificing things and not afraid to send Reyhan to the graveyard, we're going to be getting 1/1 spirits. We got a new card I'm really excited to see how it works in here. Sword of Truth and Justice, putting 1/1 counters and proliferating. Clamperoo, just because, again, when we sacrificing things, why not get some more card draw out of it? And one of the things I was talking to my friends about the other day, and it's you don't really think about it because you just play Skull Clan. Like, people don't necessarily think what a absolutely horrible device this was. You're just literally lining up your soldiers, your saplings, your insects, or whatever fodder you have for the Skull Clan. Be like, here, you know what? Come here, guys. Try this hat on. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. What a horrible, horrible device this actually would be in reality. Like, you think of, like, Phyrexian Altar, Ashnod's Altar as being, evil in nature. But you never think about Skull Clan. But in fact, it's probably just as bad, if not worse, because you got to put it on someone's melon, and then they die, and then you get cards. That's my rant about Skull Clan. Abzan Charm, versatile, exiling things, drawing cards, and then counters. You know what's coming up next. It's the Goons. We got High Sentinels of Arashin. This is a cool card. It's flying. There you go, little evasion. 3/4 off the bat is not bad. And then it gets buffed for the amount of 1/1 counters on other creatures. Fantastic. And then it also has the ability, pretty expensive ability, to put a 1/1 counter on a creature. But still, you figure if you have Reyhan in play, automatically it's going to be a, 6/7? And then you sack it, put the counter somewhere else, maybe you got a doubler out, and then there you go. Now you got a big bird. You got Big Bird swinging in hot. Colonian Hydra, also one of the best counter cards. Just doubling all the counters everywhere. Ewit, getting back Reyhan or something else I need to get back to my hand. Timna, card draw, get her out early. And even if you can't get her out early, throw some counters on her. She gets a little bit bigger, and then people are going to have to face damage or trade with something that's probably going to end up better for you. And then you got the little lifelink on Offensa. The foremost, 1/1 counters, exiling other people's stuff. White Mike, Macias the Luminarch, throwing those counters around. Champion of Lamb, whatever the hell. Again, make her big, your stuff's unblockable. Mana Gorger Hydra, many people have died to this stupid card just because someone plays it early, thing just gets absurdly big for no good reason. Mawu, Loyal Companion, again the bestest of boys, getting extra counters. Vigi and Haste, or not Vigi and Haste, Trample and Vigilance. That's pretty sweet. Greed Warden, getting the stuff back from the bin. Forgotten Ancient, throwing those counters around. Tireless Tracker, again, counters, draw, etc. Miri, if you make her big enough and you swing with her, they're only going to be able to trade with 1-for-1. And since she's going to be pretty big and have first strike, you're going to most of the time you're going to be coming through at the better end of that combat. Blood Mist Infiltrator, I'm pretty excited to see how this card works in it. You sacrifice Reyhan or whatever creature you have with 1/1 counters on it if you have Reyhan out, and then you can put the counters on it, and then it becomes unblockable. You cast it to be 6 to the face, unblockable, if you sacrifice Reyhan and throw it on there. It's pretty good. Then you get Reyhan again, you go 3, 6, 9, 12. That's not a small amount of damage to get through somebody. Loyal Guardian, throwing those counters around. Enduring Scale Lord, again, throwing those counters on. Since we're going to be sacrificing stuff, put Butcher in there. Vindictive Lich, which I'm also very excited to see how, if I can recur this enough times and sack it enough times, just what kind of stupidity I can get away with with that card in this deck. Dags, Dagator the Adamant, moving counters around, shifting things around. Lord of the Pit, why not? My favorite card ever, put it in the deck. And then same thing with this one, Scourge of Skola Vale. Comes in to be a 2/2. You sack Reyhan to it with its ability, sacrifice target creature, put 2 1/1 counters on it. So you sacrifice Reyhan, you put 3 counters on it, then you put the additional 2 counters for its own ability. So it's going to go from 2 to a 7/7 trample on the first sacrifice. And then if you have some, other things going on, the Corpse Shack or Hardened Scales, it might be even bigger. So that's my deck tech on Reyhan and Ravioli. Old shirtless sexy pants and the tough girl who did auto shop. She can change a tire. She ain't afraid of nothing. With the pretty boy, they're making love and it's just beautiful. They're the odd couple, the Dharma and Greg of the Magic the Gathering universe. All right, guys, that's my deck tech on those two lovely people. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think.